We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger Baseball. Stepping in, Jose Reyes. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy, 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes. The 1-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. One and 1. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. Just underway here in Southern California. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
Got him looking, and that. And now is Yasiel Puig. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, just a 3-for-13 batting line. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Three and 1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here. Quick appeal, but Joe McDonald says he held off. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second. Seager rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Here's Jock Peterson now, hoping to cash in here in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away. 1-0 the count. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2 balls and a strike now. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back.
And we'll have to leave it there. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Conforto is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's Todd Frazier now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, just a 3 for 13 batting line. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. On it's Taylor made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play in the. In now, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Cespedes is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. Bottom of the second here with no score. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Settling in now, number 12. And he's ready to take his first cuts. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Conforto is going to have room out there as he. Next for the Mets, Adrian Gonzalez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's 0 for 11. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Third inning, no score to this point. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. The pitcher, Jacob DeGrom, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. No balls and 1 strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Oh, and he botches it. Lobaton rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 the count. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Tapper up the line. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for ball 1. DeGrom on second. Reyes is over at first with 1 away. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 0-1 starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And a big strikeout there at the leading off the inning, Clayton Kershaw, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And Reyes will take this one for the first out. In now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yasiel Puig becomes out number 2 this inning. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side. Ready for another chance, Michael Conforto, as we begin the top of the 4th. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
I like that he used a curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. There's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Frazier, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adrian Gonzalez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Riding in once again, Jose Lobaton. He reached on a single in his first try. And No swing, apparently. Ball one. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peterson giving chase. And that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Popped him up. Frazier in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He singled his last time up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. Next for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. Now the recovery throw will not be in time. They can't get an out on the play, and the run is in to score.
Number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be two. To Cabrera for one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play. Next up for New York, Jacob deGrom. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Right side. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early two outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3.
And the throw to first is there. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Chase
And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting, number
From
12.
the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reined in. One there, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Right fielder number 66,
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball, it's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Here's Corey Seager.
The batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing. Ready for another shot now, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike one. Here it comes. Called strike 0-2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Smoke toward third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Missed with a slider. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time as he steals second. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Fortunately, the bobble won't cost him a run as runners will stick at first and third. Here's Todd Frazier now. It was a walk in his last trip. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Kershaw now on 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. Here's Adrian now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Conforto over at second. Bruce at first, 1 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Scooped up. Utley for 1. On to first, and he ready once again, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Yasmani Grandal.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He's set and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to rotate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play. Here's Jock Peterson now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Started to go around, but it's a... Next for the Mets, Jose Lobaton.
Leading off for the Mets, catcher.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Line drive to center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. Now back to the top of the Mets order. Digging in, Jose Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up. Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. He was a double play victim last time around.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Chase Utley. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. A ball and a strike. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Turned on down the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready once again, number 12. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off ball 4. So now potential Austin Barnes. Come on.
Number 15, Austin Barnes.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires. Adam Liberatore has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Taylor is right there, one down. Digging in and looking for more, Yoenis Cespedes. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Cespedes stands at first with 1 out. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position. Here with 2
now pitching for the Dodgers, number 4.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Hard hit ball to second. Utley's up with it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Yasiel Puig. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. The 1-1. Drilled to the left side. Played on the backhand. Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there as now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. 3-1 to him now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Stepping in and ready for another shot is Manny Grandal. Last time through was a base hit. Cabrera over to his left. He makes the catch, but here comes the runner from third. And he'll be tagged out at the plate. Trying to tie the ball game, but instead he becomes out number 2 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In the dirt, and now let's see. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And striding.
Leading off to the Mets, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Ready for another chance? Jose Lobaton. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So here's the Mets pitch. Wilmer Flores will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Wilmer Flores.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and it's another. Jerry Familia comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Lifetime against Familia. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Pulled toward right center field. Cespedes is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. 1 out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now. Chris Taylor is on deck. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. First pitch on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Cabrera will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Lifetime against Familia. He's got a batting average of .444. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Hard on the ground towards short. Right there is Reyes. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.